The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Complete to start this drive. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. To the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets him to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a catch past the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be a... Just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. Snowed under by the defense.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. All kinds of... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They're going to ride this running back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football. even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's in open space downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got his man quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Trying to slam in. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Woods. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying to get the corner. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Woods. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was...
And the pass is intercepted. At the 35, he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. Picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up for a second down play. The give. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off.
Number 12, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Oh, it's a reverse. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
That took nerves of steel to convert that. This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He's going to take a chance and bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not...
At the 12.
They bring him down at the 12-yard line. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Finds his back in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable. That no one catches that? Like the first coach, the second coach, maybe a player. Hey, it's not 4th down, and we punted the football. I got nothing, Bowman.
The only dude who liked that play call was the punter.
Analytics replaced with idiotics.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Using his legs, it's Gore. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll try to get outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Plows through the defense.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Discards a man. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Auburn 28, Oklahoma 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you. See the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a 1st down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll pitch it. At the 20, he's got space. And the Sooners have moved it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going up top on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
It leaves you 2nd down.
Second down coming up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lofts one deep down the right side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Auburn 28, Oklahoma 0.
The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
35.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a huge gain and a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Offense in the hurry-up. He's back to throw on second down. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
Going to the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Catch in the middle. It's John. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
For the offense.
Now on the option. The pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Motion from the offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 45 on his way. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Right down the middle. Complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Powers through the defender. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the single running back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 35, Oklahoma 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And he's still running after the move. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Pulls and fired complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Third and goal coming up here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Grab behind the line. It's Gore. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The aerial assault continues. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the...
Pulls it in Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Oklahoma.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Push down for the tackle. A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the right. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Woods.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there?
A first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball gets